My name is Asmit Oli, and I'm presenting my story today, which is Mia and the Colors of Earth. A walk full of colors. Little Mia loved walking outside. She liked looking at leaves, stones, flowers, sky, bark, and soil. One sunny morning, Mia walked with her father in the countryside. She noticed the blue sky, red and brown soil, brown bark, colorful flowers, and white stones. Mia said, "Wow, Papa, there are so many colors here." Mia eagerly bent down and picked up one red stone and one brown twig. She asked her father, "Papa, why is this stone red and this twig brown?" Her father smiled and said, "Mia, these colors come from nature. The earth gives us many colors. These are called ochre." Mia's eyes grew big. And can earth really make colors? So, learning about ochre, Mia and her father returned home. Her father showed her pictures of ochre colors. He explained Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples have used ochre for a very long time, before paint bottles and crayons. Red can come from soil, brown from bark, and yellow from stones and clay. Mia asked, "Can I also make pictures?" Father said, "Yes, but we learn with respect." Mia wanted to learn more. Her father said, "Mia, let us feel nature and learn its colors and movements." Father tapped his knees and Mia followed, singing. Tap, 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 tap the red earth. Then they both rubbed their hands and sang. Swish, swish, swish the wind in the leaves. Mia used red, yellow, brown, and white natural colors to make her painting. She used dots, lines, and round shape. Mia was very happy. She used her fingers and hands to make marks on the paper. Her artwork became a picture of colors from the earth. Then Mia proudly shared her artwork with her parents. She said, "The red lines are my walkway, the brown marks are big stones, the white circles are small stones." Mia's parents smiled and appreciated her art. Today, Mia learned that ochre art comes from earth. We must respect nature and ochre art that uses natural colors. Story plan of the book Mia and the Colors of Earth, a storybook on ochre art. I would like to start with acknowledgement of country. I acknowledge the traditional custodians and the Nongwal people of the land on which Canberra is built. I acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land and pay respects to elder past, present, and emerging who are still connected to this place in such an important way. I also acknowledge all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples and their continuing connection to land, sea, and community throughout Australia. Let's talk about the storybook characters. Mia and her father. Mia is a little curious girl who loves to walk outside watching different natural components and their colors. Setting. The story is set in two places, countryside and at Mia's home. Mia, while walking with his father in the countryside, watches different natural objects. What is the main question in the story? The main question is, can Earth make its own colors? Mia is curious that can Earth make its own colors and can we use these colors too? Art form, ochre art. The story introduces the children to ochre art, which is a traditional art form of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in Australia. Colors and their origins. The story discusses about various natural resources of colors used in ochre art form. So, what are the importance of arts in early childhood education? Various forms of art enhance motor skills in children as they draw, paint, and do body movements. Art enhances development of numeracy and literacy skills in children as they learn names of colors, shapes, objects, and sizes. As children learn various traditional art forms, it helps them to understand and importance and value people belonging to different cultural tradition and ethnicity. Art also promotes social and emotional skills. Children can explore their feelings, make choices, and interact with other children during creative drama and dance. So let's talk about the learning goals. To enable children to recognize ochre as a natural earth color, and that from nature we can get various colors such as red, yellow, brown, and white. To enable children to identify the basic elements of art such as colors, dots, lines, and textures. to develop cultural awareness in children as they learn ochre art belonging to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander, to enable children use their imaginative and creative skills and express their ideas through body movements, painting, and using natural colors, to enhance confidence and communication skills in children as they share their artwork with others and discuss with their educators. Story plan. Let's talk about the story plan. While implementing my teaching plan into practice, following steps will be followed. Step 1. I will introduce the storybook Mia and the Colors of Earth to children during a reading session and read the story loud with facial expressions in accordance with the feeling of characters. In step 2, during the reading session, I will ask questions to children like what color they notice when they go outside, what colors do they notice in the storybook along with objects. I will introduce children with ochre color and the art form by mentioning from where each ochre color comes from and what constitutes. I will encourage children to engage in a movement and sound activity where they will imitate the accents and sounds from the storybook. I will provide children with white canvas and natural colors derived from each materials and encourage them to create their own artwork using dots, lines, and different shapes. I will engage children in reflecting on their artwork by describing the colors they have used, patterns they have made, and their creative idea behind the artwork. So, what are the learning goals from this story? I will show the children different natural colors of such as red soil, yellow and white stones, and brown barks and explain then the colors from these natural elements are extracted and used for painting in ochre art form. I will guide children to identify the various art elements in ochre art such as dots, lines, circle and texture of extracted colors. I will explain to the children about Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, their culture, and how they used ochre colors to paintings. With the help of movement and sound, I will encourage children to learn how they can use their hands, legs, and fingers and make sounds to express their ideas. I will encourage children to share their artwork with peers and speak about it to enhance their social and communication skills and enhance their confidence. So let's talk about the intentional teaching strategies. Following strategies will be implemented during my teaching plan into practice. Open-ended questioning. During reading session, I will ask open-ended questions to children like what colors they see when they go outside. Respectful cultural language. I will emphasize on importance of ochre art and how it represents the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people and their culture. Modeling the art vocabulary, focusing on process of the artwork. I will encourage children to focus on the process of how they are making their art and not just copying and looking for outcome. Reflective practice. I will support children to reflect on their art work and that of their peers to enhance their knowledge and understanding of the art and appreciating the art of their peers. So that is all for my story plan, and these are all my references. Thank you so much for listening.